What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I am back with another video. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to my channel, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, hit the notify button. Come rock out with your boy. Uh, Guys, if you rock out with BGST, you want to chat with us, a little behind the scene, join our Discord. I'll leave the links down below for that. Also, swing by the bgstpodcast.com, the website. The link will also be down below. Come rock out with us. You know what I mean? Guys, also, like I said, I did a great show yesterday with Alex for the all day on the Digital Streets podcast. We covered a lot of topics: Call of Duty World at War II, Destiny 2 leaks, GameStop closing 150 stores, some drama. We talked about a little bit of everything, man. Race relations. We talked about a little bit of everything on the Digital Streets. Now, that, like I said, that show there that I am doing, it's going to be more than, like I said, besides just gaming. We're going to talk about world news and, yeah, guys keep asking me next year you need to do a show about religion and UFOs and, maybe I don't know. Like I said, I'm already doing a lot now. Maybe I'm gonna make a separate channel, and it's something that I can move the camera in and out. Maybe I might just make a separate channel to just talk about stuff like that. But anyway, there's like something that I wanted to cover yesterday that I actually slipped my mind. But here it is. Sony is rumored to be making a even slimmer PlayStation 4. Um, yeah, go figure. But it makes sense though. I'm gonna tell you why. It says that Sony is reportedly working on an even thinner PlayStation 4. That is according to a Taiwanese newspaper called DigiTimes. This was mentioned in an article regarding Nintendo's year one sale forecast for the Nintendo Switch, which they're expecting to ship 20 million consoles in 1 year. I doubt that very seriously. By the way, it's all apparently mentioned that alongside the fact that Microsoft is currently putting the finishing touches on its next console, codenamed Project Scorpio. Sony is also working on a thinner version of the current PlayStation 4. Now, it says we are unsure if it's a slim version of the already PlayStation 4's plural or the slim PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 4 Slim. Now, I'm going to stop right here. The most logical thing to do and makes sense are that they're going to make a redesign of the PlayStation 4 Pro. Why do I say that? If you know anything about Sony, throughout the life cycle of their console, they overcome about 3 or 4 version of, like, look at the PlayStation 3. You know what I mean? Look at the old ones, and then went to the other ones, and then went to the Slim, the little grill pop-up door. This is what they do. The same thing with the PlayStation 4 1, the PlayStation 4 2. But listen, hear me out. You have Project Scorpio coming this holiday season. It's going to be about, I say about $500. 4K native, 4K Blu-ray player. And the PlayStation 4 Pro does not have a 4K Blu-ray player. So what Sony's going to do is, in probably, like I said this about a year and a half ago, by the time the PlayStation 4, by the time the Project Scorpio comes out, Sony's going to reintroduce the PlayStation 4 Pro with a 4K Blu-ray drive. This is what they're going to do. They're going to probably make it a new sleek-looking console, put a 4K Blu-ray drive in it, and say, hey, what and I mean, this is what they're going to do. I mean, it makes sense. Um, they're gonna, and like I said, and for those who are saying that Sony's going to drop the price of the PlayStation 4 Pro when the Scorpio comes out, like I said it again, the Scorpio is going to be at least $500. And what Sony's going to do, they're going to include a Blu-ray drive player inside. A 4K Blu-ray player inside the Pro, and still sell it for $400. Now listen, that chip that makes it a 4K Blu-ray player only costs about $10, literally about $10. So they still not, like I said, losing anything. The Pro still sold at a profit. So this Sony doesn't have really an incentive to cut the price of the Pro, because the Scorpio is going to be about 500 and the Pro is still going to be 400. Well, how Sony's going to try to offset that? You know what I mean? They're going to say that 4K native is not that big of a deal. 4K checkerboard just as good. But from what I'm hearing, and if that it's just not going to be a 4K Blu-ray. The difference between the Scorpio and the Pro is just not going to be 4K native upscale 4K. That games are going to look better graphically on the Scorpio, and that's what I'm excited for. Now, if Sony was smart, I've been saying this time and time and again. And this is to me, my honest opinion, why the Pro hasn't really taken off in the market. Like it's, I mean, it's because games graphically. Now listen, resolution does not give you better graphics. Okay, resolution. I mean, it is what it is. It's upscaling anyway for 14. And Sony is wasting the console resources on giving you a higher resolution, whether it's 1400p or 1800p. You know what I mean? And like I said, and Sony, like I said today, with the memory bandwidth of the Pro, it's not like I said today. It's not that much more. Like I said, it is faster than, of course, the standard PlayStation 4. But the way it's set up, they can either give you a higher resolution or better graphic. Sony should just do 1080p lock 60, give us better graphics, and let it upscale to 4K. Period. That's it. But like I said, from what I'm hearing, that the Pro is not only, I'm sorry, the Scorpio is not only going to give you native 4K, but games are going to look better to graphically. They're going to have the PC textures, and that to me is going to be huge. Let's be realistic here. Now, I think I've always said this, and not for you guys to call me a hypocrite, that I think it's the silliest thing in the world for gamers to be arguing, console gamers to be arguing about resolution. I think it's the silliest shit in the world. But we can't deny the fact what's been going on for the last 4 years, 2013, almost 4 years, 2013. It started with Call of Duty Ghosts. It was 1080p on the PlayStation 4, 720p on the Xbox One, and that sparked the whole console war. Besides the fact, Sony was coming out, Yoshida was saying that 1080p makes you a better gamer. You remember that shit there? I bullshit you now. We're not talking about fanboys in the comment section. What we do here, we're talking about Sony bigwigs actually taking the stage and saying that 1080p makes you a better gamer because you can see the enemies on the floor. Feel like it was crazy as hell. But anyway, shall I digress? Now, again, getting back to the PlayStation 4 Pro Slim. Listen, mark my words here. Sony's going to put a 4K Blu-ray player in this revision of the PlayStation 4 Pro. Still going to be $400. And then, like I said, that's going to be to combat Project Scorpio. Because for those who are waiting, Sony's going to come out with the PlayStation 4, no, the PlayStation 5 in 2018. Doesn't make any sense. As long as the PlayStation 4 is still selling the way it's selling, Sony does not have an incentive to release more hardware. It's just too much. They eat themselves. Bad enough, like I said, they released the Slim, they released the Pro, and they released PlayStation VR all within like a month within each other. It's too much hardware on the market. You know what I mean? Too much. And forget the hardcore, the diehard Sony fans. Or the diehard gamer. We don't make these companies any money. It's the casuals. You understand what I'm saying? And the casual is not going to go out there and spend $500 just to play PlayStation VR. Say they didn't have a PlayStation 4, period. So you need $400 for the console at the time, another $400 or $500 for the VR. It's just not practical. You know what I mean? If Sony was smart, what they should have did last year, they should have put out the Slim. They want to do the Slim in September. Put out the Pro in November, October, whenever the hell that came out, and then put PlayStation VR out in March or so the following year. I guarantee you, had they did that, they would have did much better. You know what I mean? Much better than what they're doing now. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, ready to look out for the PlayStation Pro re-ramp. They're going to show this probably at E3 this year with a 4K Blu-ray try, and it's going to be $400. And again, this is going to be still some of the Scorpio's thunder, and the Scorpio is going to come out $500. It's still going to be $100 more than the PlayStation 4 Pro. Now, longest games. Let's hear me out again. We're not talking about resolution. Long as the games look graphically better on the Xbox Scorpio, Microsoft's not going to have a problem demanding $500 for this goddamn console. Shit, we play $500 for the Xbox One. Shit, I spent $600 for the PlayStation 3 day one. Controllers didn't even vibrate, didn't rumble. But anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720. Remember, I was sitting here to do the Lord's work. I'm out of here. Bang! Hit the subscribe button. Come rock out with your boy.